Many seasoned nutritionists agree fasting is among the most powerful tools for weight loss. Yet statistics reveal a sobering truth. Only about 1% of people can successfully complete a multi-day clean fast without consuming any food. One of the most vocal advocates of fasting, Dr. Jason Fung, acknowledges this challenge. He openly shares that he too experienced significant stress during prolonged fasts. But rather than dismissing fasting altogether, Dr. Fung offers an alternative, a simpler, more sustainable approach that delivers similar benefits. It's called the fasting mimicking diet. 5-day fast with nothing but water sort of thing is not the easiest thing in the world to do. You get hungry basically, and because of that, while you can tell people to do it, many people won't, and even if they do it, they may do it once and then not do it again. So it makes it difficult. It's sort of like if you tell somebody, oh, you should run a marathon, that's great. They may or may not do it though, because it's difficult. So these longer fasts are powerful. But they're not always easy. So the idea is to not just say, okay, well, people are not going to do it. Forget about it, right? Because there's a lot of benefits for that. So the idea is to make it easy for them to do. And that's how this fasting mimicking diet was actually developed. It was developed to make it easier for somebody to do a 5-day fast, which it's not. It's a modified fast that gives you sort of most of the benefits, but is a lot easier. So if you can make fasting sort of still preserve sort of 80% of the benefits, but make it 50% easier, well, that's a pretty good trade-off. The fasting mimicking diet works by creating what's known as a metabolic window, a physiological state where body mimics the effects of fasting without the complete absence of food. The goal is to reduce the activity of key nutrient sensors that normally respond to food intake, triggering growth and fat storage. When these sensors are dialed down, the body shifts gears. It activates its built-in defense systems. Cells begin to clean house, removing damaged components and aging organelles. This process gives the body a kind of cellular reset, delivering the benefits of fasting without the harsh physical toll of total food deprivation. So our body has nutrient sensors, and we've talked about those before, things like insulin and things like mTOR. So these are hormones in our body that are released when certain nutrients come in. So if you eat carbohydrates while your glucose goes up and your insulin goes up, so the insulin tells the rest of the body that, hey, carbohydrates are coming in when you eat proteins. The body releases mTOR, and the mTOR is another signal that nutrients are on its way in. And what it does, of course, is it activates the growth pathway so you can rebuild proteins. When those pathways are shut down, such as during fasting, well, your body goes into this more regenerative sort of repair mode and not growth. You actually want to shut things down because there's no nutrients coming in. And doing it periodically can be very beneficial. It's a cycle. You don't want all growth and you don't want all fasting, for example. So that cycle is very beneficial. If you have cells that are overactive, for example, an overactive immune system, well, maybe that sort of fasting pathway may be very beneficial for diseases such as Alzheimer's or cancer, or maybe all these other things. And that's where this fasting mimicking diet came from. So it's not a full water only fast, but because it gives you food that is low in terms of activating these nutrient sensors, that is low in refined carbohydrates, it's also plant-based and very low in protein. It's not going to tell your body to sort of activate it. And that's how the science of that works. The core idea behind the fasting mimicking diet is balance, not pushing the body to complete energy depletion as in multi-day fasts, but also not reverting to regular eating habits. Instead, it introduces a mild but consistent caloric deficit that encourages the body to shift toward using its own fuel, specifically stored fat and ketone bodies, which are produced during fat metabolism. This approach preserves a sense of satiety and avoids the energy crashes often associated with dry fasting. One of the biggest advantages is that this diet can be sustained and optimized long-term. It focuses on healthy fats and keeps protein levels low. Why fats? because they don't activate growth-related nutrient sensors. They provide long-lasting satiety, stabilize energy levels, and help prevent insulin spikes. A small amount of protein is still included to maintain muscle mass, but kept low enough not to disrupt autophagy, the body's cellular recycling process. As for carbohydrates, only moderate amounts of slow-digesting carbs are allowed. These supply essential micronutrients and antioxidants without causing blood sugar surges. Crucially, Dr. Jason Fung stresses the flexibility of this diet. You can follow it for just 5 days, then smoothly transition back to your normal routine. That means effective weight loss without the psychological or physical stress of complete fasting, yet with nearly the same metabolic benefits. When it comes to food, the foundation of the fasting mimicking diet is simple broths and light vegetable soups made from leafy and cruciferous vegetables, according to Dr. Jason Fung. Bone broth is especially valuable. It's rich in collagen and easily absorbable minerals that help maintain electrolyte balance, support energy levels, and provide a gentle sense of satiety. It also plays a key role in gut health, thanks to its alanine-glutamine peptides, which help regenerate the intestinal lining and bolster the immune system. Equally beneficial are light vegetable soups, especially those made with leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables like kale, spinach, broccoli, and cauliflower. These are mostly fiber and water, two elements that add volume, stimulate digestion, and help the body eliminate waste more efficiently. But the real magic lies in the compounds these vegetables contain. Glucosinolates and sulforaphane, found only in cruciferous plants, activate the body's cellular defense enzymes. These enzymes are crucial in detoxifying carcinogens and reducing chronic inflammation, key factors in long-term health and disease prevention. That said, Dr. Fung emphasizes moderation, even with healthy options. Broths and soups should be limited to no more than 500 milliliters per day, while vegetables should be kept to around 200 grams daily. Too much volume, even of healthy food, can interfere with the metabolic state the diet aims to maintain. Now here's the good news. Snacking is allowed. This is especially helpful for people struggling with excess weight and intense food cravings. Snacking can ease the transition from frequent meals to longer fasting windows, such as 8 to 16 hours without food, when the body begins actively burning fat. Ideal snacks, according to Fung, include low-carb, non-starchy fruits, especially berries like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. These fruits contain just 7 to 10 grams of carbohydrates per 100 grams and are packed with anthocyanins, plant compounds that improve blood vessel function and enhance insulin sensitivity. Their fiber content also promotes satiety and supports a healthy gut microbiome. That microbiota, in turn, produces short-chain fatty acids that strengthen the gut lining and modulate the immune system. Another smart snack, nuts and seeds. While energy-dense, they're low in digestible carbs and provide just enough fat and protein to sustain energy without triggering fat storage. They also deliver essential minerals like magnesium and zinc, which are vital for blood pressure control, energy production and insulin receptor function. And of course, no effective weight loss plan is complete without healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fats. Foods like olive oil and avocados are rich in them, up to 70% of their content. Dr. Fung highlights that these fats don't activate the mTOR growth pathway and barely affect insulin levels, helping the body remain in a fat-burning, fasting-like metabolic state. But their benefits go beyond energy balance. These foods are loaded with polyphenols, natural compounds with potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. They reduce the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines and protect the vascular endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels. Olive oil, in particular, slows carbohydrate absorption in the gut, preventing glucose spikes and dampening insulin response. Avocados, rich in fiber, slow gastric emptying, prolong satiety, and produce a gentler glycemic response. The fasting mimicking diet blends the proven power of extended fasting with a level of practicality that fits real life. By carefully adjusting calories and macronutrients, it activates ketosis and autophagy, all while preserving muscle mass and supplying essential nutrients for anyone looking for a safe, science-backed path to weight loss and better health. Inspired by the work of Jason Fung, this diet offers a sustainable, effective alternative to traditional fasting, without the stress, without the extremes, but with all the metabolic benefits.